Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent, and if you do enjoy the videos, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I'm gonna get right to it. We got lots to talk about today. There's a lot of things going on, but kicking off, Gensler slammed in Crypto Congress meeting while XRP gets praised. If you're wondering why we spiked up yesterday, this is why. It was huge. I mean, let's check this one out. I mean, they are really going after him. Listen to this.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman. Ms. Haas, let's continue. SEC Chairman Gensler has indicated on multiple occasions that, and I quote, the test to determine whether a crypto asset is a security is clear. However, Commissioners Peirce and Roisman noted that they believe there to be an obvious lack of clarity for market participants around the application of securities laws to digital assets and their trading. The lack of clarity is clear through the numerous requests that the SEC receives for these no action letters. In your view, is additional guidance defining clear rules of the road for investors and market participants needed at this time?
Thank you for the question. We believe this is a very important area of focus for the SEC and this committee. We do agree that the laws are clear. However, existing laws, regulation, and legal precedent make it clear that blockchain tokens are not securities. So we believe that the law clearly shows that blockchain-based digital assets are one of two things: either a new form of digital property or a new way to record ownership, as Brian Brooks spoke earlier about. We do believe that clarity is needed because these are new assets. It's a new way of transacting with these new protocols that we spoke about, and I think it would benefit all of us in the ecosystem to have agreed upon definitions.
I couldn't agree more, and I would hope that Chairman Gensler would be listening to his commissioners and some of the feedback that you all are giving him.
I mean, this is huge. Like, wow. Talk about him being slammed. But wait, it gets better. Check out what Brian Brooks had to say.
If I decide that XRP is a security, why won't we let it list on a US exchange? The problem is we treat crypto assets differently from all other assets. And the answer is just recognize them for what they are. These are assets that represent some underlying activity. It could be a network, it could be an application. They have a value that people are willing to buy and sell at. Let them in. That would be my message. Let them in.
So, again, extremely positive for XRP. All the things that have been said went viral all over the internet. This is being discussed. Everybody's talking about this, and this is great. This is really good. Now, we've seen a lot of people for a long time, just XRP community members, right, fly the flag for XRP. But we're getting to a critical component of the bull run, and now all of a sudden, big names, whales, are really starting to turn up the XRP Ripple case, not only for its utility, but for the reward ratio when putting money into XRP for this bull run, saying that it is a great risk to reward ratio. Now, in this particular document, what is being discussed is Goldman Sachs lists Ripple, Coinbase, and Circle as the opportunity in payments accelerating use cases. This was a 2021 November report on an overview of digital assets and blockchain. And these were the three that they believe can accelerate use cases. And yes, they can. And the full document is not available at the moment when you click on that link, but I'll make sure to see if I can find it for you guys in upcoming episodes. But the point is, the future is coming. There is a problem with the current systems. The Ripple XRP blockchain can solve those problems. It's coming. I can tell it is coming. I mean, we're talking about former Goldman executive says XRP has the use cases and phenomenal risk reward ratio. We're not talking about Crypto Serpent telling you this. We're talking about a former Goldman Sachs executive. That's the level of people that are now starting to talk about it. And this is good. This is really good. This is what we want. During a bull market, you want people like this to talk. And there's going to be more of them come out. And they're all starting to come out. If XRP is security listed on US exchange, that was Bitfury CEO to Congress. I mean, you heard him. Listed. Like, I believe it shouldn't have been ever taken off in the first place. But I can see more and more exchanges in the coming weeks starting to turn it back on. And that is really exciting. Now, during the lawsuit, Ripple's letter brief criticizes the SEC's ultra-aggressive approach. So, you know, both sides had to deliver 3 pages each. And the Ripple side said that the SEC have been really aggressive. In fact, ultra-aggressive is the terminology used. I agree. I mean, they've gone about it in a very, very, very aggressive way. Now, what is happening with the market today? And why did we dip? So we're gonna be looking at that. We're gonna be looking at, of course, you know, we're starting to have a little run, and now we've dropped back in. And at the time of making this, we're sort of sitting at around 85 cents. But we'll talk about that. We'll talk about where we are, what are some of the key levels, and what happens from there. But this is the big one. And this is the one that I want you guys to really, really pay attention to today. This is a multi-year bear trend line. When I say multi, we're talking about 4 years. This has been going for 4 years. And it's breaking. In fact, check this out. It actually broke out. I mean, that is really exciting. Like really, 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 really exciting. That has not broken since 2018. We are right on the cusp, on the verge of getting away from Bitcoin and running. This is going to be one hell of a ride. And the future and how that looks once we do, oh my, there is a lot coming. There is a lot coming. Now I like what Dark Defender has said here, saying, you know, resistance level at $4, $41, $75 and $264, supports at 85, 75 and 65. And, you know, goes, trust, we see 264 within a few days, and the XRP road to 13. I like this, but let's go over into Atani. Let's have a look at some of the indicators. Now, as we begin to look at the indicators at the moment, we're in particularly looking at the daily. We can see we're focusing on the MACD. The MACD still has not turned bullish. This is the one. We're waiting and waiting very, very, very patiently for this. For me, yesterday's spike was positive because of all the positive news that came out and people speaking, you know, at a high level positively about XRP. But this MACD turning bullish is really the one that we're waiting for. The RSI is sitting towards the oversold. From an hourly perspective, when I look at the hourly, I can see here that we not making that many movements, right? I mean, we had the spike, then after that, obviously, we were outside of the Bollinger Band. We're now back inside the Bollinger Band. The entire market has dipped. The entire market. And so this is the important aspect, right? The dip that we've had from where we were just, you know, about 10 hours ago is different to where we are right now. And sitting here where we are right now is not a reflection of, you know, where we were. Like if we were sitting at 85 last night, and then right now we'd be sitting at 75 because the whole market has dipped, it's gone down. But this is very bullish. Like this is very, very bullish what is happening. And we are really, really getting set now for a really big kickoff for XRP. because we've broken out of that 2018 bearish trend line. We've broken out. Now the question is, do we consolidate above it? And if we consolidate above that BTC XRP 4 years in the making bearish trend line, then we're really going to start to see some really fast moves for XRP. Now, as we begin to look at the charts, the most important part that I want to kick off with is this particular part. I know that some of you are calling for bear market and things could go wrong. Well, I did say a couple of days ago, and even yesterday, I mentioned that there is a possibility for 50 cents to be seen again. Why would we see 50 cents again? Well, it's based on this particular chain of events and phases called the Wyckoff. If that's the case, then we will see 50 cents again. If this plays out, we will see 50 cents again before we take off. However, the sell-off that we're seeing at the moment happens every December. So 2018, 2019, 2020, and 2021, the same thing happened every December. There's a sell, but then look what happens right after the sell. Huge spikes. Massive. That's what we focus on. So the sell-off is about to finish, and then we kick off in a big way. When we do, we're going to start finding our way back to again towards that 94 and then break above $1, which we almost did yesterday, but then of course the market turned on us. When we do that, now the next part is to really kick off and go far, far away. Against Bitcoin, it's going to be awesome. Right? We're going to outperform Bitcoin, and that outperforming of Bitcoin is going to cause the price to really move and move very aggressively. But for now, we're waiting and waiting patiently. We will. How do we go and break towards $3? Something like this. This is what kind of I'm expecting. So step number one, let's break the $1. Then we break the $1.30, consolidate above, and then we start to make our way towards 3. Then at 330 to 360, we will have a drop off, and then we fly out towards 460 to 560. And then we will cool off a little bit again and then go towards double digits. And I'm going to be with you every single step of the way. If you learned something new today, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thank you, and I look forward to see you on the next one.